my god.
Bounce it on. Beat, 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 beat. All on beat, 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 beat. Watch me bounce it on beat, on beat, on beat, on beat. All on beat, on beat, on beat, on beat, on beat. Bounce it on beat.
Hi. Don't mind me in my robe. It's like really cold in the house, so I decided to put on a robe. Also, if you hear like a weird beep sound, my fire alarm doesn't work. So that's what's going on for a couple months from now. But hi, my name is Lovya. I've decided to kind of branch out and actually start a YouTube channel because a lot of people were asking me how to do your makeup, and you know, I'm still learning as a student. I'm in cosmetology school right now, so a lot of my tips I really learned from YouTube, and you know, I just learned from there and then put a twist on some of my own things. But I'm gonna go get started, and this is basically like a get ready with me to go nowhere because we're still in quarantine. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start doing my makeup. So I'm gonna be answering like just simple questions, you know, just for basically for you guys to know me as a person. So yeah, I'm in cosmetology school. I'm 25, by the way, and it's been a long journey actually going into makeup. I was actually not much of a makeup person before. I wouldn't really wear it as much. I didn't know how to use it properly, but I just grew to love it. So one of the questions I wanted to ask is when I started doing makeup. Basically, it started, I would say so, last year. I think I started to really pay attention to what I was actually doing rather than just, you know, slapping on foundation. And I'm so sorry, that's actually my dog. She's for some reason she's been very itchy, because I thought just slapping on foundation and, you know, putting mascara and lipstick and eyeliner was you know, enough for me to get through the night. But I don't know, I just wanted to do more with my makeup, because before I used to watch makeup, you know, and I still do, not even before. I watch makeup, but I never really paid attention. Like, I'd watch Jackie Aina, I would watch Nicole, I would watch all these makeup artists. So I started to really pay attention, learning different ways to do certain things. And then from there, I started to get better at it and people started to notice. So I was like, hey, let me go to cosmetology school. And it's so funny because it's not like that was the main factor. I had that before I was in nursing school, and I completely hated it. I knew it was not the career for me. So yep, here I am. And I love it, and I'm starting to kind of build clientele. I'm starting to learn how to do makeup on other people. Also coming up with projects, collaborating with people. That was something I was really interested in doing. The first time I believed I bought makeup, I was in high school. I don't know, I was just never into it. My mom barely wore it at the time. I think one day someone put eyeshadow on me because she was like, oh, I think color would look really, really pretty on you. And so the first thing I actually bought was eyeshadow. And you know, it's been a trial and error with makeup. I was really, 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 really into K-pop. Don't get me wrong, I still listen to it. I would buy BB cream. They don't have it for brown skin girls nor dark skin, so I was basically using the darkest shade they had, and it made me look like a ghost white. And then I was like, hey, maybe I'm just not good at makeups. And then I was a dance major at college, so we had to learn how to do basically our own makeup and have like professionals. At the college that I went to, we didn't have professionals doing our hair and makeup for us. We had to do it ourselves. And it was a time, my guy, I just thought I was really bad at makeup. Until I got older and I started paying attention more. And after my injury from Nance, that's when I really started paying attention, because I really love, I don't know, I just love beauty gurus and the content that they're making. It's sort of relaxing, like how people like to watch people eat. I watch that too, but like just watching people do their makeup and their complete demeanor and their, you know, their confidence just goes up, really fascinated me. So yeah, when I first purchased makeup, I really didn't know what I was doing until literally last year. I learned how to actually do makeup. I would buy actual brushes. Like, I think I only had eyeshadow brushes, now that I think about it, when I was first kind of experimenting with makeup. I didn't have any like brushes. I didn't have like any like detailer brushes. Now I do. I have like a plethora of brushes. I was broke. I didn't have money like that, and most of the time the money I did have was to help out my mom. I don't know what else to talk about. Well, we're still in quarantine. Like, we're still in quarantine. That's all I gotta say. Oh, this month is my birthday, so turning 25th on the 25th. So let's see what happens. I'm actually pretty excited. Like, at first I was really like, I don't know, I was not into the fact that I was getting this old. I was expecting a lot of things to happen by the time I was this age. I was expected to basically be married and have kids. And, you know, I was really excited for, and then got out of that. I've been single for about a year, so it's been like, I've been really focusing on myself. Last 2 years I've been going through a lot. I've moved. I had a really lonely time, so I wanted to, I guess I didn't really have time to really think about myself. I think I'm fine with turning 25. Like, I really am. Like, I'm at a place in my life where, like, I've been talking to friends, like certain friends, about this, that it's okay to be selfish at a time when you need it to be, like, so I can be in a healthy mental state. And I feel like all of us need to be in a good mental health state, especially during these times. So one thing that's making me really be selfish about is my happiness, and I feel like that's something that I'm not gonna let go on. So yeah, I've been focusing on myself. I've been coming up with a lot of projects. I've been trying to collaborate with people. I've been really trying to open up, because honestly, I'm more of an introvert at heart. I rather, like I said, rather keep to myself. I don't like really sharing much detail unless I'm very close with you. I like to figure things out for myself before I tell people, and that's the type of person I am. And I even think about it, like it took me a while to tell my mom that I was going to cosmetology school, and she didn't know I didn't want to go to nursing school. Like, I was crying every day because I hated nursing so much. And I honestly, I commend people who are nurses, including my mother. I didn't feel any type of kind of way to become a nurse, and it's just not me. E.l.f. has been coming up with these awesome shadows, and this is probably my favorite one. I've been using this a lot lately. But yeah, I've been very selfish lately, so I've been you know, focusing on myself, making sure that I'm okay first before I go with helping anybody, because I don't think that's good either. If I'm not in a good mental state, I'm not gonna give you advice, because I'm not in a good mental state. So like, a negative and a negative can't make a positive, only in math, right? Not in life, only in math. So I was like, let me, like, you know, chill on giving people advice. So I kind of laid back on that, because for myself and the sake of others, I'd rather not give advice when I'm not in the best mental state. Dating during this weird time has been kind of, I have not been paying attention. The reason why I say that is because I guess I'm so focused on myself and my career. I'm not looking. I just don't really care to go out on a date with anybody anymore. I used to be very excited going on dates. In that situation anymore, I think I'd rather just be by myself and really figure things out. Also, I've been planning to move out of state too, because I feel like Florida is not for me. And I think that's another reason why I don't like dating here either, because I'm kind of over the men that kind of come my way. I don't know, they have a different demeanor than most men, like very aggressive. Story. I was at work and a guy very aggressively asked me out on a date. Like, he asked me my age and everything, told me my age, and I was honestly considering it. He was not a bad looking man. And what threw me off was the fact that I was like, okay, you want to go out on a date with me, but he seems a little bit older, like way a lot older than I was. And I asked him, I was like, sir, how old are you? And he said, and I quote, I'm grown. And I was like, sir. Alright, to each his own, I guess. I guess that's the way he talks to women. Other things going on is more of business-wise. Like, since I started school, I've been really thinking about starting my own brand. Literally in the process of talking, emailing, Zoom meetings with people. So I've been working a lot with people, trying to collaborate with them. This is the first time I actually did a makeup video, I believe so, yeah. I've done YouTube in the past, but I was never consistent because I'm an overthinker, and I self-doubt myself a whole lot. Like, I'm one of those people, like, I make up scenarios in my head because I doubt so much in myself. Everything that I'm using will be in the description box below because I suck at like showing product of what I'm using. What I do right now, so mainly right now I actually do work at Starbucks. I used to work at corporate, and I had to basically leave that job because they weren't supportive of me going to beauty school. They would not. And the thing is, what's so funny is that I was working basically in a school environment, and they would not allow me to basically go to school. They're like either you just come to work Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, or you just don't have a job. And I was like, I guess I don't have a job. And at that point, it made me realize that I feel like my career is more worth than a corporate job that's not gonna support me, you know, basically trying to become my own person. And it's so funny because my job was to help people go to school. So the fact that I have someone tell me not to go to school, or telling me that, oh, your schedule's not gonna work with ours, made me really upset, and I thought that was really weird. I'm not gonna say too much about it because it's like it is what it is. I left the company. I have no ill will towards them. I just wish they were a little bit more supportive when it comes to students. Don't say that you want students to be successful and then you go around and like not support your own employees in their own ambition. I thought that was very weird. So I kind of left the company. I left with good graces. So like, you know, there's no hard feelings or anything. I just wish that they were a little bit more supportive. And you know, that's something that you really have to take into consideration too. Like I said earlier, this is my year to be selfish. So I was, you know, a lot of people were there like, oh dang, you know, I can't, you know, if I can't go to school now, I can go to school later. I was like, no, I've been spending so much time after high school trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life, or tell me that, oh, you have to work your schedule with it. I feel like that was kind of very weirdly put upon me, because it's like, okay, you want me to choose between my career, because it's not like I was gonna stay at the job forever, but I was doing my job, but apparently that's not enough for them. They want me to stay there and be committed to only them, and that's not how life works. And so yeah, mainly right now I work at Starbucks. I do other things to make money because my apartment's rent is screaming at me and it's hella expensive. I've been able to make it because the job, like I said, I worked at corporate before, so no, oh yeah, I'm working like different type of jobs. So I do like Postmates, I do like dog walking, so I'm trying to make as much money as possible. Was that a fly? I work at corporate. I was able to save a lot of money because I wasn't driving because of quarantine, so I didn't really go out as much because I wasn't spending money on gas, and I was at home and I cook, so it's like, what am I to do? It's not like I'm buying food like I used to when I worked. So yeah, I was able to save enough money to basically be without a job for a couple weeks, and then once my business starts to grow from that, you know, I'm of course gonna leave it. But Starbucks right now is more of a stable job. They're very supportive when it comes to going to school. They actually help you get into the college program that they offer, which is why I decided to go back to Starbucks. I used to work at Starbucks for about I think like a year or so, and then I quit to work at a corporate job, and then corporate jobs just weren't for me. Like they're I don't know why this is like the most difficult part for me. Oh, my eyelash. I'm gonna try to add a shade of like silver to kind of kind of answered it already. I'm in cosmetology school. That was one of the questions. Yeah, I'm in cosmetology school. I'm getting my full cosmetology license. I believe that they said the estimated graduate date was September next year. So if I get to not only celebrate my 26th and also like be able to be like, hey, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, that's like the greatest thing ever. Cosmetology school is great. It took me a while to look for something, because I wanted to get something like and still kind of look into other stuff. Because the school that I go to, it's not like a full program where you're like, oh, I'm studying. Well, damn. They put you through this program where you're studying basically everything in order to become a licensed cosmetologist. So if you're looking for just esthetician work, the school doesn't. They offer esthetician in their curriculum, but it's not the only thing they offer, if that makes sense. But I love it. I honestly love beauty school. It really puts in perspective a lot of things. I actually gotten better hair color wise too, understanding how hair color works. So I'm glad that, you know, I'm going to school for this, because I went blonde last year, and for a while my hair was a bit orange because I don't know, the developer and the wow, I'm in cosmetology school. I'm really showcasing it. And the toner wasn't working together. It was pretty bad. So I kind of rocked it. Honestly, it didn't look bad with my skin tone. I don't think I would look good with like a very like blonde. So I'm kind of glad it kind of flopped. What are your plans with your career? So like I said, I'm really looking into basically starting my own brand, mostly with makeup. Once I've done all of that, I'm actually planning, like I said, to move out of state. So I really want to establish myself here as a makeup artist first before I dive into other, like maybe other aspects in my field, maybe becoming like special effects artist. I don't know, whatever comes to mind. Like, you know, like I said, I'm not done with beauty school yet, so whatever I end up loving the most is something I'm really looking into. But right now, I know makeup is the for sure one thing I'm not gonna give up. Cause you know, there's other things you can do with makeup. It's not just be in your face. It's more than that. So all depends, honestly. So I'm literally all the questions I have are done because it takes so long doing my makeup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like speed forward through this, and once I speed forward through it, I'll just come back and like give you like, you know, final thoughts, I guess, or like plans or whatever. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go straight through this. I know this looks crazy and I look like Steve Harvey, but it's gonna be better, trust me. Another tip, if you like have lashes that are up to a certain amount of uses, try to make sure you're putting them on the side, the same size side where you would put your lashes. So basically I have this case right here, right? So because I take this one off, it will go on the left side, and when I take this off, it goes on the right. So you can always make sure it's the right one, because what you don't notice is like even sometimes, you know, it don't really make that much of a difference, but it does at the same time. Once you put on lashes, you can tell which side it's supposed to be on because the way you cut it. So always make sure that you are putting it on the right side. I'm gonna go ahead and style my hair real quick and then come back on camera. So this is the finished look. I just wanna, hold on, maybe if I put it a little bit cooler, maybe you can see more, but this is the final look. I'm still learning like with this makeup journey, but I've been doing pretty good as far as, you know, blending colors and really thinking outside the box when it comes to my makeup. But this is it. I will have everything down in the description box below. Also, if you want a pair of these lashes, I will also give you my discount code. If you can also follow me on Instagram. I am still working on my social media platforms, so bear with me. It's just taking a while, but I do have a lot of support and a lot of help coming my way in order for me to publish my sites. Thank you guys so much for watching me put on makeup and talk about my life. I'll promise I'll be maybe a little bit more upbeat. I'm honestly a very introverted person. I like to keep to myself, so let's see what happens. Well, until next time, bye guys.